welcome to our Chiefs15 video. Today we got an interesting one. I haven't got any much cards yet. I just haven't. It's kind of my fault. But, today we got an interesting one. This one's been in the works for a while. It's the top 5 worst stadiums in the NFL right now. Okay, let's get into the video. Yeah, make sure to like and subscribe. Hit that bell button. And join the Noties gang. Okay. For number 5, we got LEVIS Stadium, the San Francisco 49ers. This one's interesting because it's the newest on the list. It cost $1.3 billion to build and it opened in 2014. The reasons why the stadium is so bad is you can see the stands, the upper deck, is that they're one of the farthest away from the actual field, so there's one of the worst viewing experiences. And I think they get no shade too, so they're having problems with people overheating. And then I don't really like how the outside looks that much. I think that double decker thing looks pretty weird. And there have been multiple issues at the stadium, like the opening day. And you see there's a farm I think it's some of their concession stuff, and on opening day people got so hot that they were 60 emergency calls, and then they tried to add shade and they export off-runs, but they couldn't, so they just decided to drop the price of water bottle. And you can see the differences in Santa Clara. It's way hotter than San Francisco. You can see I'll put the statistic up here. The average July for Santa Clara is 80 degrees, and for San Francisco is 67. So that's why number 5 is LEVIS Stadium. For number 4, we got Highmark Stadium, the Buffalo Bills. Cost $3 million. Today it's $56 million, 0.5. With inflation, in 1973, it's one of the oldest stadiums in the NFL, and they didn't really age well. Kansas City's Arrowhead aged really well for being older than the stadium. One of my main problems with the stadium is it just looks out of place. It doesn't look like a high-level stadium, and it's really dug into the ground, which is kind of cool. From the streets, it doesn't look very tall. It's old, and you can obviously see too it's outdated. There's not much suites. You can see at the end zone that we're close to or turning around to. They're kind of trying to add some suites and stuff. And they are in the talks for a new stadium. So this is really not going to be a problem anymore. But that's a couple of my problems with the Highmark Stadium. They do get lots of snow though. So they really do need the indoor stadium. And there'll be some photos popping up soon that show the new stadium. And here's the new stadium. This one's not the one rendered with the roof, but there's gonna have a roof, I'm pretty sure. And this is the one I like. I like how it looks kind of similar to SoFi. And I like the statues and stuff. So number 4, we got Highmark Stadium of the Buffalo Bills. And for number 3, we got TIAA Bank Field of the Jacksonville Jaguars. That cost $134 million, opened 1995. And a couple of things about the stadium I don't like is I really don't like the facade. There's really no facade in there, and also the scoreboards look wonky because they had the biggest scoreboards in NFL for a while, but then someone overpassed them. And I know there's a pool in the stadium, and apparently some people think that's cool, but I think the 2 baseball team stadiums that have pools did it much better. The Marlins and the Arizona Diamondbacks, and that's cool. My problem is also, I think, it's kind of similar to San Francisco's problem, where their top row stands are very far away from the field, and it doesn't create a good viewing experience. And that's why you can see right here Texas A&M and NC State. I don't like the middle part either. I really don't like that weird sweet middle part that's kind of gray. I don't think that looks really cool. I don't know why they did it. One thing that's surprised, they did host a Super Bowl in 2005, and I think that's really weird. For that Super Bowl too, they had to bring in the cruise ships to act as hotels. As you can see in some of the photos, there is water behind them. And here's a photo of the stadium full, which is really rare, but the Jaguars are getting better, so that may happen more. For number 3, we got TIAA Bank Field of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Number 2, we got Soldier Field, the Chicago Bears. Built in 2003, custom renovations. It actually wasn't built, it was renovated or built. some people like they think it was they think it was built. I don't know. As you can see some of these shots, you can see the old kind of stands peeping through, or what I think they are, like peeping through. I think that's pretty neat. And a couple other things I think are pretty cool is I do like the old facade, but again they kind of ruined this landmark, and it kind of looks like a spaceship on top of it. And there are some cool old photos of the Soldier Field, like back then. I think those photos look a lot better. We are experiencing some technical difficulties. So yeah, number 2 we got Soldier Field, the Chicago Bears. Sorry for those technical difficulties. I did a pretty good job though, I think. And for number 1 we got FedEx Field, the Washington Commanders. The cost was $250 million. It opened in 1997. And yeah, the stadium is pretty well known around the NFL to be the worst stadium. And yeah, the turf is really bad, I've heard. A lot of injuries. And probably the worst part a lot of people hate about it is how they try to get rid of seats. That's a lot of NFLs are building the stadium smaller so they can sell out more. And yeah, they built the stadium really big because back then it was popular. And they got rid of some seats the first time they did it. They did pretty good. It's still weird because of the white bars. But then the second time they did pretty lazy and they built like this fence covering over it. And you could see the white bars. I circled them. And yeah, the fence covering looks really bad. A lot of people hate it a lot. And yeah, I've heard traffic in the stadium's terrible. It's not even close to Washington. And yeah, you can see the parking lot situation. And yeah, the stadium is not good at all. There's a lot of problems, like bathroom-wise and sewage-wise. You can see Jalen Hurts, the stadium just falls on him. And apparently, those rails were held up by zip ties, I've heard. And yeah, you can see the sewage just dumping all over Fan. Poor Fan. And yeah, that's why you got number 1. I got FedEx Field, the Washington Commanders. And yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. And I'll give you a rundown. And yeah, top 5 worst stadiums in the NFL. I'm kind of shocked. I think this is my best thumbnail I ever made. And thank you for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, all the socials. And yeah, see you guys next time on Chiefs15. Peace.